Blowing smoke with the brown man thinking hard. Today's topic, media promotes flawed Haiti narrative. Haiti was the original payday loan customer. Back in 1804, after Haiti's slave populace resisted Napoleon's efforts to subdue them, France put down its guns and checkmated Haiti. Before the ink on the Haitian Declaration of Independence was dry, France called on all of the advanced nations of the world at that time to freeze Haiti out of the international finance game. By 1806, these countries, including the U.S., who had all coveted Haiti's powerhouse economy, the largest in the Caribbean, all agreed to put a financial embargo on the new West Indian nation of blacks. It was only after Haiti agreed to pay reparations to France for the loss of the economic productivity of its former slaves that the rest of the world accepted Haiti into the finance arena. They have been paying interest ever since. That 150 million francs was more than twice Haiti's net worth in 1825. If you think about it, it may have been the first subprime loan in the world. To add insult to injury, Haiti was forced to borrow a third of the money to pay some of these reparations back to France from France itself at 6% interest. Could you imagine the British rounding up the rest of the world after the Revolutionary War and demanding that America pay them a sum equal to twice the country's net worth at the time, or else be subject to a financial embargo and the possibility of being attacked by its allies? As I said at the beginning of the year, the narrative is the thing. We are not in charge of our own narrative, nor are enough of us versed in our own history to counter the revisionist version our government and our presidents have used to advance programs and policies that twist the sword of U.S. domination ever so slowly in the gut of countries like Haiti. Which is why you are going to get the helpless Haitian theme and the corruption plagues the country meme in all of the background stories the major news outlets release, as if there is no evidence that shows that our own government, among others, has for decades upon decades worked to keep Haiti and the Haitians in a state of chaos and financial upheaval, beginning with the very first $750,000 the United States sent France over 200 years ago to help put down the original Haitian slave revolt. The paradoxes of Haiti are not all historical. We can send money to Haiti, but Haitians can't seek refuge here. We can support Haiti's efforts at democracy, but only if Haiti supports unfettered access by foreign capitalists to their workforce and their resources. These are just some of the reasons why we need to quit crying our eyes out and start asking some hard questions about what has really gone on in places like Haiti. Lyndon Johnson exploited JFK's death to get his legislative agenda passed. We need to do the same thing, forcefully, factually, and relentlessly, while those who have helped to perpetuate the inequities of Haiti are weak and vulnerable on this issue, and while the press are all so hungry for Pulitzer Prizes that they forget who they are really working for temporarily. And in the meantime, while we're pushing for the real story, we can begin to practice pushing our own narratives instead of repeating the carefully manufactured storylines from the nightly news. I may sound over the top or insensitive to some of you, but just in case you forgot, it wasn't that long ago that black people in America were getting beat over the head, kicked, stabbed, shot, or hung from trees on a regular basis for trying to gain our civil rights. It wasn't until the ugliness and the blood were photographed and filmed and shown all over the world that some semblance of moral suasion kicked in right here in America long enough for us to get from here to there. And just in case you are a bootstrapper who feels the real Americans in the heartland did it on their own, I will connect some dots for you. The 565 million acres gained in the Louisiana Purchase for $15 million, the acres the government handed out like water as free homesteads to anybody who immigrated from Europe with a strong back, were a direct result of the slave revolt in Haiti. The revolt made the French abandon their hope of expanding their empire in America. By comparison, the 150 million francs France extorted from the freed slaves was twice as much, when converted to dollars, as the price Jefferson paid to the French to dramatically expand America. If you are not willing to press for a political advantage while you have the stage, this same tragedy will likely happen again. If we are saving people today so they can die in sweatshops for our corporations tomorrow, that is a travesty. So press on, people. Press on.